Hi guys, thank you for tuning back into my channel. You have come back to Charismatic Glam with me, Charisma, and I thank you guys for watching. So today's video is just gonna be a little bit different. I really wanted to make a video for you guys. I have a few things that I wanna bring to you guys, but I felt like I had to bring this one first to you. I spoke about the journey that I'm going on a little bit earlier during the quarantine. I spoke about it in March of 2020, and I want to really be able to speak to you guys because it's something that I'm going through, and I'm sure that this could also help somebody out there. So in January of 2016, actually January 26th. Today is January 26th, so technically it is my 5th year VSG surgiversary today. But honestly, I did not feel like celebrating it. I don't feel like, I didn't even feel like acknowledging it. But on the flip side, I felt like acknowledging it because it is my time to finally take hold of my life and finally, get a grasp on this issue pretty much that I've been dealing with silently by myself at that. So, if you guys seen the title of this video, True Life, I'm having weight loss surgery again. That is me. That is currently what I'm going through. I began actually my process in September of 2020, but I actually had to stop it because of the new job that I had, and I just wasn't able to complete the different appointments and stuff like that that I would be that I would have to go to. So I decided, you know what, I gotta stop this. Called and canceled all the doctor's appointments that they had me going to at the time, and I said, you know what, I will pick it up fresh in 2021. Fast forward from then to now, I am on my journey. I actually had a doctor's appointment today with the digestive health. Yeah, digestive health. So that way we can just check and make sure everything that I'm supposed to be doing is happening. I have an EKG, endoscopy, whatever those initials are. If you know, kudos to you, because I don't know. But I have an endoscopy appointment on February 11th. Actually, no, yes. The appointment is on February 11th, and then on February 8th, I have to have a COVID test done in order to enter the hospital for them to put me to sleep, stick the camera down my throat so that way they can check on a few things. So you guys might ask, what led you to having, well, not having, but needing a second surgery? So in 2015, I had high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic, and I've been big all my life. Like, I've been big all my life. I know nothing else but big. And when I heard of like gastric bypass, I have an uncle who had gastric bypass, and to see him go from like 400 and something plus pounds all the way down to 100 and something pounds, I was like, oh my goodness, like, and he looked really good. And he always talks about how much better he felt, how much energy he had, stuff like that. And to be honest, I am a girl who I have always longed to be small. To be truthful and honestly very blunt, I hated being fat. I hated it. The biggest that I've ever been, and I think I said this too in a past video, was 320 pounds. Although it's not necessarily recorded, because by the time I was going through the process of surgery, I was 311 pounds. So on paper, 311 pounds is my highest weight. After I had my daughter is when I reached, that in the 300s. So I have been for quite some time, because my daughter's 9 now. I've been quite some time trying to lose weight. I've done juice fasts, I've done smoothies, I've done actually going to the gym, I've done 3 ballerinas tea, taking that literally for months. until it didn't even work anymore. I was just drinking the tea and, you know, working out and wondering why the scale wasn't moving. And most of the time, I guess it was because I had hit my plateau already as to why it wasn't moving. But when I found out that, you know, VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy, was available now, where they cut the stomach in the size of a banana, and you still are able to still enjoy some, you know, little things that you were able to enjoy prior to surgery without fully losing the ability to, you know, get your vitamins and your nutrients and stuff like that. Because I was just concerned with, I didn't want to look like a bobblehead with, you know, after having surgery. So 2006, my insurance at the time went 6 months before you can have surgery, or before approval. And I did my 6 months journey with my primary doctor, as well as attending all the appointments that they have you to attend. And I got approval, and my doctor was like, when do you want surgery? So we settled on January 26th of 2016, and I had surgery. So that's basically just a little bit of background. Why am I having surgery now? Why do I need to have surgery? So for me, after having surgery in 2016, it was a very, very rough journey. So what I did not know during then, the reason why I had such a rough journey through my first surgery is because I had GERD. None of my doctors ever checked it. They never even paid it much attention. They used to tell me, oh, it's just the foamies, the thick, and I hate to be graphic and disgusting, but those of you who've had bariatric surgery, y'all know, like this thick coating of spit, well, what I thought was just spit, and, you know, my stomach getting used to the new surgery, I thought, you know, it would go away, but I found out that this is not spit. It's whatever stuff that's supposed to be in your stomach to kind of grab the food as it's coming down. It's not supposed to come up. It's supposed to stay down. So if it's coming up, it's a problem. It's a sign of something that no one checked out. So fast forward, I found out in September that I have severe GERD. It was confirmed basically in September that I have a hiatal hernia. Again, I had one prior to, you know, this whole process going on now, and I have severe GERD, where the smallest of the smallest of the smallest things that I eat can cause like a burning sensation in my throat. So far, I've been on 3 different medicines to combat this problem, and none of them work. So as of as of today, I received another medicine that I need to now take, just to make sure that we are keeping those juices and whatever it is that's causing the burning sensation down in my stomach, as opposed to like popping up depending on what foods you're eating. So basically, I have to kind of be on like a little renal diet, I guess, per se, because I can't have tomato sauces, I can't have pepper in food, I can't have onions, no garlic, no, a whole list of things that you cannot have. So because of that, and because I've literally gained back almost all of the 151 pounds that I have lost. I went from 311 to 158 pounds, and I kept it off for about 3 years, or let's say 2.5 years. I'm gonna say 2.5 because it wasn't quite 3. 3 is when I realized something is wrong. So I went from 158 to, I noticed we're at 174. And I'm like, okay, you know, a little bit, like a little 20 or 15 or so, 17 pounds. We can work that off. Was going to the gym, and I'm noticing, like, at least I felt like nothing was working. I was checking the scale, same stuff that I did prior to surgery. I'm sorry, not prior to surgery, after surgery, and throughout my process of getting the weight off. We've crept up from 174 to 180 something. Then we're at 190 something. Then we're at 200. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This scale is moving too fast, too soon. What the hell is going on? So I made an appointment with my doctor, And my doctor is like, oh no, you're perfectly fine. You just need to get more active. And, you know, as doctors and those of you who have had issues with weight, y'all know the list that we get, that they give us, that tell us, eat green veggies, drink 8 cups of water, go to the gym or find a buddy, don't eat after 7. We know this. Why are you giving me this list? If you followed me on Instagram, you guys know that I posted every workout in my Instagram stories. I posted every picture of me in the gym. So I was there and I was working, really working, hired a trainer and all. So I was doing what I needed to do. But the weight began to creep. So there was a point, honestly, where I didn't understand what was happening. So during that time, having, you know, a lot of things going on in my life also is kind of what caused me to stop caring, honestly, about where I was in my weight loss journey and tune more into food and using food as the comfort. Food became very similar to the drug that kept me happy in that moment. I don't know why, because I do know why. It's always been this way. I don't talk about my feelings. I don't talk about some of the things that, you know, I feel. I eat. That's what I do. Like, I don't know why. So I know that going into this next phase of revision for me, that will be something, honestly, that I'm honestly looking to address. I need to learn how to cope and not use food as the crutch. Getting, I guess, more active, going outside for a run maybe, if that's what it takes, or whatever it is, to make sure that it's not like, you know, something happens in my life and I'm grabbing food to cope with it. And then on top of that, with the GERD and the burning, because when you're eating, you know, fried chicken, especially me, who at one point I was vegan, eating a lot of fried chicken and dairy, which does not do me good at all, because I have psoriasis as well. Sorry guys. It didn't do me good at all. And as disappointed as I am, because I worked hard, I worked really hard to get to a point where like I felt good. I felt like I accomplished something. There were nights where, honestly, like I just wasn't there. Like I was so focused on working out and getting myself to where I wanted, because I didn't want to let myself down. I didn't want to let anybody else down. And when I finally reached it, I felt like a real person again. And I'm not saying this to make it seem like, you know, being, you know, fat or being plus size is bad, because I'm here and it's what I know. But I know that this is not healthy for me. Some of the same issues that I faced prior to having surgery in 2016 are back. I don't have high blood pressure anymore, but I'm still pre-diabetic. And I know that for me, having a revision is necessary, very necessary. So I have not received a date yet. However, my insurance has already went through the approval process. They're just waiting at this point for me to finish my 3 months, because the insurance now does 3 months of supervised weight loss maintenance or weight loss documentation, however they say it. So 90 days basically. And right now, this is going so fast. But to sum it all up, I just want to get back to who I was and how I felt, how I looked. Not that I don't look good. I just want to get back to where I was. I want to finally feel how I felt again. I want to be healthy for myself, for my daughter, for my family. I just want to make sure that this time around that I do it right and that I learn everything that is needed. So that way I never revisit and go backwards. In all, facets of life, there must be change. It has to be. And I want change. So, yeah, I am going through a revision, second round of surgery. So that way I can be here for my daughter, be here for my family. So you may ask, Charisma, what are you having? Like, what are you doing this time? So I am not doing a tightening of my sleeve. In speaking to my doctor, so I went to, Cooper Hospital in South Jersey. My doctor's name is Dr. Patel. So in speaking to him about what he recommends or what he thinks I should have, because of the severity of the GERD that I have, we are currently looking into having the duodenal switch this time. However, my iron levels are really low, severely low this time around. And that's kind of normal in VSG patients, or bariatric patients, I should say. But mine are a little lower than, I guess, normal. I now have to go, as of next week, I believe it is, on the 2nd of February, I have to have the iron infusions, and I have to do that monthly. So every month, I'm gonna have to go to my doctor's office and sit for 30 minutes to an hour for them to pump the iron into my vein. Because the pills that were given to me, I am not absorbing all of the iron, probably not even half, they're saying. I'm not absorbing the amount that I need to absorb, so that way, I can build my iron stores up. So on top of that as well, my vitamin D levels as well are low. That seems to be a bit normal in people of African American descent, people of color. A lot of us tend to have low vitamin D. So my doctor feels like, for me, he wants to be very careful when it comes to the surgery. Not that I can't have it, but duodenal switch, because it's such a more invasive surgery than any of the other surgeries, he feels like, if anything, we can go with the gold standard, which is the gastric bypass. So as long as I can get my iron levels up, my vitamin D levels up, and everything is okay when they go back to do the lab work, then I'll be okay for the duodenal switch. But in the event that they go back in after all of this stuff that they're doing to prep my body before surgery, and for whatever reason, the iron levels are low or whatever is low, then gastric bypass will be basically for them, the only recourse when it comes to me having a revision. I guess I'm kind of fine either way. I just look forward to having the second chance at doing this all again. So I'm really not really picky, but I know I would like to have the duodenal switch, especially if it's going to lower the effects of this GERD, because this GERD here, it's horrible, honestly. Eating anything, drinking something that, is gonna offset it. Like right now, my only choice of a drink is water. Alcohol is a deterrent. It sets it off. Although as a bariatric patient, they say that you really shouldn't be drinking at all. But I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I have a little bit of wine, or, Prosecco, well, it's basically wine anyway. But, I'll have a little glass of that and stuff like that. Now, am I having that? No, because I know that it causes my GERD to act up something serious. I have to watch even what I season my food with. If it has garlic or onion or pepper in it, I can't use it. So I'm left now to kind of like, even Mrs. Dash causes problems. If it has pepper in it, can't have it. So I really have to watch every single thing that I do and use. In the beginning of this whole situation, salmon was causing me a problem. Spinach and broccoli was causing me a problem. Anytime I ate those foods, I can guarantee that my throat is going to burn, and it's going to burn something serious. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions on bariatric surgery, I'm not a pro. I've just had surgery before. Again, if you guys are interested in which surgery I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. If you guys want to ask me any questions or anything like that, I'll be more than happy to answer. I can only tell you guys though from my experience about surgery and the one that I had. If you have any questions even on the process and maybe what I'm going through now, anything that I may not have answered, please let me know down below. And I thank you guys for allowing me to come to you guys as raw as I am. I'm actually recording, guys, on my phone. So I want to do like an unboxing with you guys because, like I said, I will be doing some vlogging, and I actually got a vlogging camera. Can't wait to show you that, guys, as well in another video. But anyway, enough of me rambling now. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later.